Wait, on? Is the microphone on? The microphone's on too. Hey, whoa. Time to work on the F-16. Getting his delivery is in. I gotta have it done Friday night. And as horrible as that sounds, I really don't think that's an issue. So, for those of you who aren't aware, I lost the tail cone. Where is it? I lost the whole airplane now. No. For this, right? This guy, where is it? This guy. So I found another kit at a okay price, but getting it here fast was more important than price, to a point. Not completely, Well, and then come to find out after I ordered this thing, my wife tells me that, apparently, we're going to go back like the next month or 6 weeks. So it's like, okay. Ooh, look, clear parts instead of yellow ones. And there's more clear parts. So this is a little upgraded. But I'm going to assume that that this tail cone piece is the same. I guess we'll find out. Looks like it got the same flash on it that I had to take off the other one. So that's probably a pretty good indication that it's... Ow! Yes, that stabbed me in the leg. Oh, that hurt. Oh no, this has got the same stuff. It's got the smoked. And you know what? That's probably good because I can use these to do like a Block 5 or something. But we'll deal with that later. Okay, so I'm going to take this off of here, and this off of here. And, oh wait. Does it have both? Hang on a second. Ooh. It has both. This kit has both. Clear and smoked. Wow. Well, I guess I know in the future, if I decide to get more of these, which I probably will, if you haven't seen if you didn't see my video the other day, I like this kit. This is a good kit. It goes together really well. But that's neither here nor there right now. I'll put that back in there, but I'm probably going to end up using that on this one. So this is, what kit number is this? In case you want to know. Kit number V1. V001:1500. F-16A plus. I'm looking for a release date. I don't read Japanese. I'm doing good to read English half the time. No. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Oh. I might be able to use the tail bands on this decal sheet. That would be really cool. That would really save my butt. That hurt. My leg hurts now. I can't see, hang on, I can't see, I can't see what we're doing here. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? There we are. There we are. I gotta, now if it only had 2 nozzles, right? Yeah, if it had 2 nozzles, I'd be set, right? Good point. Okay. Oh, what was I doing here? I was seeing if there was a copyright date on here. 1987. Printed in Japan, 1987.5. So is that May? Do they use the Gregorian calendar? Do they do Gregorian chants? Let me get rid of this real quick. I gotta tell you, I ordered that thing from this guy I ordered it Friday at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, Colorado time. And that guy had that thing to the post office either Friday night or Saturday morning. Anyway, he's in California. And I had it Monday. It was in my mailbox Monday, yesterday. So really fast shipping. Let me see. I don't mind letting people know about people that are good to deal with. So I'm going to do that right now. Let me pull his name up. Okay. Pasteless 1580. PASTELES 1580. Apparently sells lots of different stuff. And not just models, but yeah, if you need something quick, apparently this is the guy to go to. Probably May. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how their system works, what they do exactly. See if I can get this out of here without cutting my finger off. Man, I was so sick yesterday. I was out Friday and yesterday morning. So anyway, last week. So Wednesday and Thursday, I work half day both Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday night, my boss is like, "Don't come in tomorrow." Which is easier said than done because I have one of those jobs where the work doesn't go away if you're not there. Right? So I didn't go to work Friday. And not only did I not, well, I worked Friday morning from home. I do purchasing. I do lots of stuff, but purchasing and order entry and purchasing and sales and anyway. So, obviously I can do order entry and purchasing and stuff from home. So I did a bunch of that Friday morning, and then that was it, and went through the weekend and seemed okay. Kind of had a rough night Saturday night, but so I wake up Monday morning and I feel like crap. But it's like I just took Friday off. I can't take another day off. So I went to work anyway, and I had a fever, and I was not. It wasn't good. But anyway, so got home, downed a bunch of aspirin, not aspirin, Tylenol, and laid on the couch watching movies. What did I watch? Well, I watched a bunch of stuff, but I watched this Mok or something, this Taiwanese movie. Well, I'm assuming it's Taiwanese movie. And it was pretty good. There was one scene that seemed to be some kind of explicit thing that I bypassed. But other than that, if you just like to see bad guys get their butt kicked, it's pretty good. I like seeing bad guys get their butt kicked. That's one of my favorite things. All right. Now I know there may be somebody out there going, did he just put that on without painting it? Yeah. I'll paint it later. I'll paint it. What I'll actually do is I'll paint this before I'll paint the inside of this before I put it on the aircraft. Come on. You guys can't even see what I'm doing probably, huh? You can't see it when it's back here. Okay, let me hang on a second. How's that? Is that better? The green screen will be here tomorrow. And I think I'm smart enough to figure the software part out. So, provided I have enough lighting, which I have clamp lights and stuff that I can do stuff with if need be, and there probably will be a need, but I'll be able to, I'll be able to make it work, which will be awesome, right? Okay, I still got to clean this edge up. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So anyway, I'm probably going to be on every night the rest of this week. And it may not be very exciting. But, you know, you might just want to tune in to see what kind of stupid thing I'm going to do next. Or see how I'm going to screw it up next, right? Better. What's better? What did I say that's better? I have the memory of a gnat. I have this really bad habit of not listening to myself talk. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so let's see if it fits. I hope so. Hey, it fits. Oh, the screen, yeah. Yeah, the screen should be cool. I could put like documentary in the background playing of what I'm working on or something, or who knows, we'll see. Whatever the CPU will handle, right? Okay, so that'll work. That's perfect. Okay, there's a bit of a step here. It's interesting. You can see the plastic's a slightly different color. But it's interesting to me because I deal with wire, wire at work, and over the years the insulation materials change and stuff, and you can see it in the color. But anyway, who cares, right? Who cares, Jim? Just build a friggin' model. We don't care about friggin' wire. What do we care about wire? Oh, seriously. So I can actually, I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to put the vertical stabilizer on before putting that on, but that's not true. I can put that on. So do I put it on now? How easy is that going to be to mask? See, I told you I make this stuff up as I go along. I'm a hacker. I hack everything. And probably not in the same way that everybody uses the term now. I'm not even really sure what it means when they use the term now. Life hack. Yeah, what the hell's a life hack? Get a job. Here's a life hack for you. Get a job. It's not a life hack. It's just called ingenuity. It's something that almost everybody in this country had at one time, but not everybody does anymore. Right? Okay. The way they did this joint right here is really cool. They took, and you could see I didn't get it sealed right there, so I'm gonna have to put some cement in there. But they actually, this top piece is rabbited into the side, so this is all one piece, and then this is rabbited right into there. So it's thin. I mean, you got to be careful with the glue, but it's a great idea. So yeah, we're gonna have to bleed some glue in there, and I'm gonna do that right now. Anybody want to take bets? I like to paint it as a separate piece. Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is masking the tail cone. Maybe I'll paint the inside and the exhaust nozzle and mask that and then stick it on. Maybe. Who knows? What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, I was talking about anybody gonna take bets on whether I get MEK all over this thing? Big thumbprint or something? All right. Capillary action, the laws of physics, right? So the question is, Thomas Dolby, did she really blind you with science? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh wow, that's sealed up really nice. You can't tell. I could have done a better job on the wing joint on this side. This side's nice. This side's, it'll be fine though. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The worst thing you can do when you got something like this is let go of it too soon. Bad news, man. So I'm going to guess on these sides here that there's some seams. Let's see. Did it seal? Yep. Okay. There's a... Yeah. So there's these seams right here on this hole. Well, there's not on this side anymore, but there is here. And you can't see it. Maybe you can see it over here. Anyway, that I'm sure aren't supposed to be there. And that's the, you know, these are the speed brakes on the back. So obviously there's going to be a panel line or whatever you want to call it there. But there shouldn't be right here as far as I know. It doesn't look like there should be one there. And there's not now. Yeah, maybe just a tad bit, but so my goal tonight is to basically get this thing ready for primer. I keep looking at this gray and I'm like, wow, that looks really close. That looks really close to gunship gray. But I don't know, that's what I'm supposed to be using. This was 1988, so I think it was actually would be gunship gray. I'm not sure. I'll worry about that in a couple of days. Okay, so here's this, here's that. We'll put that there. Now, the intake here. Is a little interesting. So when I assembled this, I only glued it on the bottom. And the reason I did that is there's no positive alignment on this thing. It's just a butt joint. Oh, you said butt. Anyway, I'm in a really goofy mood, sorry. So why am I getting like reverb in here? Can you hear the reverb? I'm getting reverb. Why am I getting reverb? Hang on. Yeah, I'm definitely getting reverb. Sound settings. Output. No, I shouldn't be getting any reverb. My speaker's off. Okay. Okay, no reverb there. Maybe it's in my head. It's possible. There's lots of things in my head. So anyway, so what I did is I used the wheel well as the point of reference because I figured it'd be a lot easier to fix everything else other than this outline here, right? So the wheel well itself is a separate piece. You know, it's part of this ramp here, the intake ramp. So So basically, when I glued it together the first time, I glued the two halves to the wheel well and aligned them on the wheel well. And then once that was dry, or somewhat dry, I put some glue in the seam here on these two pieces and clamped it. So the wheel well lined up, the rear lined up, the front is misaligned a little bit, but that's okay because it notches into the lip here, and so it's not an issue. That's not an issue at all. But what I need to do right now is I need to figure out how I'm going to hold this in alignment while I glue it. How am I going to do that? With my clamp, probably. Clamp it. That's the answer to everything in modeling. Clamp it. More glue. Clamp it. If it's misaligned, more glue. Clamp it. No, don't do that. Okay, so if I line up the front and the rear edges of these pieces, they seem to align fine. And there's a hole right here, and that's for this splitter vane. There's a splitter vane here that goes there. I guess it's a splitter vane. That's what I would call it. If I was an aeronautical engineer, I would call it a splitter vane. But I'm not an aeronautical engineer, which means I can say whatever I want and you can't hold me responsible. Yeah, I mean, that lines up great right there. So what I got to do, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to line that up right like that. Make sure everything's flush. Make sure the end's flush. Oh yeah, it sounded easy. Okay. Where are they? Where's my clampy tweezers? See, this is what happens when I put everything back. I can't find it. Okay, it moved. Alright, so I can steal this now. We're going to do this. Ain't gonna work. Okay, we'll do it this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, lined up and everything. Okay, now the question is, can I glue it without gluing it to the clamp? Right? I'm sorry, I gotta remember to look here. I keep looking at my monitor. I'll get this all figured out one of these days. One of these days I'll know what I'm doing. Don't count on it though. Man, it's close. Come on. Line it up a little more. Super close. I don't know how much better I can do here. That's lined up. Okay, so that's lined up there. Height-wise, we're good. Panel lines lined up. All right. Whoa, I almost spilled my glue. No. Here we go. Now, since this is on the top and nobody's ever going to see it, I don't get you're really too worried about application. The only thing that might be an issue is gluing it to the clamp. It's like, why do you make these stupid clamps out of plastic? Probably because you're not supposed to use them on plastic with plastic cement, you moron. But they're made by X-Acto, aren't they? Well, not made by X-Acto. X-Acto doesn't make anything, right? Like everything else, nobody actually makes anything. They just label it. All right. This is a major stepping stone because I wasn't sure how I was going to do that. You know, these are the little kind of things that are like big victories because it's like, you know, how am I going to do this? And you walk away from something thinking about it. If you're not sure, you should always walk away and come back later. Because if you do something in haste and you're not really sure what's going to happen, well, I shouldn't say, let me rephrase that. It's okay to do things if you're not sure what's going to happen because you can fix whatever happens. But it's not a good idea to do things in haste. Did you know this was a scraper and a screwdriver? Excuse me. We don't allow unitaskers here. Yeah, we do. Whatever works. Okay. So, I'm thinking like this vertical fits well enough that I'm thinking I'm gonna paint it off the aircraft and attach it later. And you know, there's an old ship modeler's trick that's good for things like where you got two surfaces that are different colors. Well, the reason it's a ship modeler's trick is because when they're putting the bridge or whatever, I'm not a naval ship expert, so I'm not going to say the right stuff here. But you know, the deck, you have a dark deck with the lighter colored bridge and smokestacks or whatever, you know, in the hull. Anyway, what they do is they paint that stuff all separately, for obvious reasons. And then when they attach them to the deck, if there's a gap there, they actually backfill it with white glue. And because the white glue, the PVA, dries clear. Oh, look at that. I slipped it back and it's perfect. Sorry. Because the PVA dries clear, it kind of creates a fake line. It's clear, but it's got the color, you know, it's buttered right up against the colors, so it's an illusion, basically. But a good one. So, hey, look at that. So I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. We'll deal with that in a minute. Is this ready to go in? This looks like it's ready to go in. I'm going to knock this down a little bit because I don't need that much of a post. It doesn't need to be, the locator pin doesn't need to be that tall. Locator pins are okay. They're not always necessary. And they only have to be long enough to locate. They only got to be long enough to align, right? They don't have to be. They don't have to be. You know, super long, because that doesn't help anything. Anyway. Hopefully there's some decent sparrows in here. And there are. Because I'm going to need those. So now at this point I'm going to go back and start getting all the bits and pieces together, right, that we need to go to the paint booth. So there's that. So here's the way I'm going to do this. This is the plan. It's the way I plan to do this. I got to remember to not paint the stabilizers backwards if they're one color on the top and one color on the bottom, which I'm not sure they are. Yeah, they are. Okay. You know, I don't want to end up with two lefts or two rights, because that would just be dumb. But I could definitely do that. Okay, so I want these sparrows. And yeah, I don't know what version they are, and I don't think the recipient's going to care. Or know the difference, let alone care. And I'm sure there's somebody out there going, oh, you got to make it exact, man. It's a presentation thing. You got to make it exact. I hear you. I hear where you're coming from. I really do. But my experience has been they don't care. There are a few that do, but for the most part, a lot of these guys really couldn't tell you a whole lot of technical stuff about the equipment they were using, because they didn't care. That wasn't, it wasn't their. They were the tools that they were using, and they didn't all. Anyway, you get my drift. They weren't all wrapped up in the technicalities of the equipment that they were using. Now, that doesn't mean some weren't, but some were. Sim Racer Flight Sim 1000, Building Kinetic, 148 Block 60. Oh, cool. Cool. I'm not an F-16 expert. I mean, I know that, all the block numbers, and there's block numbers, and there's this and that, and I know enough to be dangerous. And there's been so much, that the platform's developed a lot over time, obviously. Oh, well, I don't like the way they attach that. Come on, Hasagawa. So how's the kinetic kit? I've never had a kinetic kit. Man, that sounds like Connecticut. I've never been to Connecticut. Well, I haven't, but that has nothing to do with this. All right, where'd it go? There we are. Okay. What do I need? I'm just trying to get everything that I need. Ah. Oh, these things are all handed, huh? Ugh. I hate it when they do that. Okay. Fine. Be that way. I'm going to have to get a little creative here. Alright, what am I going to do? I'm just going to cut them out and line them up. Are you kidding me? Is that broken? Oh, are you joking me? Wow. Well, hey, I guess it's good that I have another kit. I mean, I can pin this one, but you know what? I just had a thought. How well do these fit? They probably don't. Wrong side. Nah, no time. Maybe next time. Alright. So apparently buying that other kit wasn't such a bad idea. Alright. Where's my blue tape? I need my blue tape. Where's my blue tape? Oh, come on. I have like 20 rolls of painter tape around here. Oh, it's right here. It's right next to my Scotch bottle. Is there subliminal meaning in that? There could be. Wow, I still hear that echo. That blows me away. All right. Now the whole point of this is that I can keep track of which one's which, and you don't necessarily have to put the number with it, but you know, as long as you keep them in order, you can remember what's what. These, it doesn't matter, obviously, because it doesn't matter which one you use on which side. So I don't care about these. But the stuff that looks almost the same but is handed, you know, left versus right, that I gotta worry about. Okay, I got a whole bunch of empty plastic in here that I'm gonna get out of my way so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, make sure there's nothing on here, because throwing parts away is bad unless you don't need them. Okay. And so like these right here, D4, D5, 6, 7, and 8. What is 7? Did I already use that, or did I lose something? No, that was a pull. The pull ring for the ejection seat. Okay. What's 6? 6 goes in the does it go in here somewhere? Maybe we don't use it. I don't know. I don't see it anywhere. Sounds like the family's home, so it might get a little noisy. 14. One and 2. All right. For one thing, I don't need this. I don't need the ladder. It's way too big. 40 and 41. Okay, those are the door braces. And ignore the loud people upstairs. It's so funny because all my kids are so loud. It comes from my wife's family. Oh, no. I didn't remember which one was which. Oh well. I'll figure it out when the time comes. I was too busy yapping. 48. 48. 48. 49. There it is. One of these days I'm just going to put like a camera, a hidden camera, and just so you guys can hear all the craziness. All right, let's see here. I need to get one of those lights for upstairs. Recording. 43, okay. Or get like one of them, you know what I need? What was that on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Those things in the sand that come up and hit him in the face. When they thought about something or whatever it was. I can have one of those things that have it right upstairs. So when I'm on the air, if somebody tries to come down the stairs, it just smacks them. On the air. I guess I'm not really on the air. Huh? We're not on the air anymore.
No, it's not the toe. It's the foot. Feet stink. Brace's feet stink. Have you ever been in a car with your shoe off?
You can't talk because your foot was off.
Hey! Hang on a second. Hey! Hello? Can one of you loud people shut the door? Jeez. Blah, 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 blah. There can't be that much to... No, red light. Yeah. That or a taser. Ooh, I have a taser. Hang on. Close the door!
Hi.
Everybody on the planet hurts all of it. Hi.
What are you recording? Have fun on your chair.
Chair.
Are you recording?
Because
you broke a chair.
Huh? Oh, I did break the chair.
Your wife's there?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Your lights turning? Huh? How do you do that, Jeff? Huh? You always did that better than anybody. Huh? Okay, where was I? How in the heck do you get that off of there without breaking it? Well, let's see. Do we need it? I'm not even sure what it is. Do not use D10 in closed position. I don't even see D10. Oh, there's D10. Okay, there's 10. $25. Wow, some of this stuff is pretty fragile. 24. There's 43. D9. Oh, that's a 9, not a 6. That's part of the ladder. I don't care about the ladder. Get that out of here. Alright, that goes in there. That goes in there. Uh, 48 and 49. Oh, those clear ones go. I gotta check and see if those cheek blisters go on this on a Block 15. Message retracted. Oh, my son retracted his message. Put user in timeout. Should I put him in timeout? I can do worse than that. Okay, where am I? Oh, D25 is part of that's part of the ladder also. So that can go in here. Those are clear parts. What do I got here? Well, I'm obviously going to need these. So this one's 20. $20 versus 23. So we'll put those here. Those definitely got to go on before paint. Ooh. So the plan is to basically put as much of it together as I can and paint the wheel wells and then mask it off best I can. Right? But we'll see. Okay, 14 and 18. What are those? 14 and 18. These are C14 and 18. I don't see any place for them. You know, they used to, or sometimes they'll give you a list of parts that you don't use. And that may be on here, but it's in Japanese if it is, likely. D51, 52. No, that's the sticks. Okay. I really don't want to have to paint white more than once because white is such a pain in the neck. F1, B2, F1, blah, 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 blah. I do not see. Choose B4 or C13. Use either F1 or F2 pylon. I'm too old for a timeout. Yeah, you're right. I have to come up with something else. I don't know what these are. I'm going to cut them out and I'm going to paint them because they look like landing gear parts. But I have no idea what these are. None. I don't know why I put that on there. I spent way too much time to figure out what these are. It's easier just to, sometimes you just gotta go with it, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna look in here. That's just my clear parts. Kind of funky that they did the smoked canopy to try and make it look like the gold, the gold layered glass, but what they ended up doing, I mean, it looks fine, but the problem is they did the whole clear sprue like that, so everything is tinted. Which is kind of dumb. All right, make sure there's nothing on here. Okay. Trash can. All right. Now I got to clean all this little stuff up. Oh, look, here's a chart on the back. Parts marked with a circle are not used. This is like a photocopy. 46. Huh? This is C14 and C18. It says they're used. Well, no, it doesn't. Frame C starts from part number 13. Well, then why did you mark it 1? So they're saying 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Main gear arm, left and right. Okay. Looked like something from the gear. From the gear. A GED. You have a GED, man. No, man, it's a GED. 46. What is 46? It is D is in Delta 46. Bingo! No. Smoke oil pipe. Oh, that's for the Thunderbirds. We don't need that. That's what that is. That's for the Thunderbirds. Wow, I'm pretty amazed that they actually include that. Got to give them credit for that. So, everything in this box now is quote-unquote extra stuff. Or at least the stuff that I'm not using on this build. So this is it. This is everything right here. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I gotta cut these off here too. Some of these are going to be pretty simple, obviously. Okay, what's the best way to go about this guy? This is always the best way to go about delicate parts. Always. I gotta get me some new blades, but the problem is I don't like to just order one thing because I hate paying shipping. I hate paying shipping, but shipping is just ridiculous. So I try and buy multiple stuff when I order. But the places where you can find these blades don't necessarily ever have anything else that I need. Or want. But I'm gonna have to buy some at some point. So this one's number 1. And this one's number 2. Okay. And this is in my way. Where'd it go? Wow. Almost lost a piece of sprue to the carpet monster. He'd have been disappointed. Ugh, it's just a piece of sprue. Okay, this is number 5. Cinco. And this is number 4. Okay. And then these, what are these? Some kind of scoops or something. Let me get 11 out of here real quick. $12 and $13. And again, this is in my way. Okay. 12. Where'd it go? There it is. And 13. And again, the only reason, the whole point of this tape is when you got stuff that looks the same. And, I mean, you could go as far as writing the part numbers on there, but, you know, as you can see, all of this stuff on here looks unique enough that I don't think it's going to be an issue trying to figure out what's what. Boom. Okay. Now all I got to do is clean all this stuff up. Oh, and finish this. And finish this. Is it tight yet, or should I leave it? I'm always scared if, like, did I leave it in long enough, or should I just leave it overnight? I don't know. All right. Anyway. And can I fix this, or should I just get the I could pin it, but I think I should just get the other one. I mean, it's a pretty substantial surface area to glue, but I'm not sure I would trust it. I don't know. That's a pretty good chunk of real estate. You know what? I'm gonna glue it. We'll see what happens. Because I'm not gonna get anything painted tonight, right? I mean, that's not gonna happen. I don't think. But you never know. I have a really bad habit of going out and going, I'm just going to, sit down at the bench and fit some parts together or do something, and the next thing I know, I got a kit built. Depends on the kit. And then there's other kits that I have sitting here that have been sitting here for years, half built. Yeah. All right, so let me see something here. I need to look at my reference photo really quick. Yes, those bulges are on the nose. Okay, so I do need those. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit and dry up. Try and keep it vertical. This is a piece of double-sided tape. It's good when you're trying to hold something off the table. Ah! Did you really just do that, dummy? You big dummy. Okay. There we go. All right. Just do it. Cut the cord. That looks good there. Definitely. Oh, I see what's going on here. this insert is sitting proud of this lip, and it's hitting the thing here. So I gotta sand it back. Not yet. This side's good. Okay. This side's almost good. Pretty good. But I have to deal with this area right here. In the middle. Honestly, this is the first thing that I can think of off the top of my head that I ran across that was kind of funky. Didn't really fit right, you know. For the most part, this thing has been really nice. All right. There you are. There we are. There we are. Okay, first things first. Where is the... There. Where is whatever I called this thing? Yeah, I wish it was better, but it'll do. Ah, crap, it fell out. See, it's not, it's a little bit too short. come on. Vain. You're so vain. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, right here. Holy cow. Like, no. Okay, maybe I need to hold this sideways or something here. The problem is the vene's a little bit too short and it's falling through the hole. Ah, there we go. Don't move. I have you now. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. It's fine. Nobody will see it. But it sucks. Come on, Hasagawa. It's off by like a 16th. And maybe a 32nd. But still. Okay. Well, what did you expect? Fine German engineering? No, actually I didn't. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Okay. Are we there yet? That goes there. That goes there. Still a little. It's okay. That better? Seems better. All right. I need to take and get all of this stuff up here out of the line of fire so I don't lose it all. Or break it by setting my arms on it or something. And these two things, I'll figure out which one's which side when the time comes, I guess. Sometimes you just gotta wet your finger to pick something up, right? That's the way the world works sometimes. I'm losing my voice. Good, right? Yay, he's losing his voice. Maybe he'll shut up. Oh, it always comes back, though. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line this up with the nav lights here. Those are going to be my points of reference. And then I will deal with the consequences of that later. It's still not. Is it still rocking? Something just doesn't seem. Oh, you know what? Alright, I'm going to take you guys down even. There's that. There's that. There's that. I'm still rocking somewhere. Where am I rocking? Where's the rocking? Who's rocking the boat? Right there. It's right there. Okay. All right, at some point you just got to go for it, right? So we're going to go for it. It'll all come together. It always does. Again, I'm not worried about the top, so I just go for it with the glue. Make sure I got the fairings here lined up. Those are my reference points. Squish it all together. There we are. Yeah, it's not definitely going to be doing some sanding here. But that's okay. Does it fit? I think I tried it before. It fits good here. No problem. It just needs to be compressed a little bit when it's installed. It'll be great. Question is, do I install it before I paint it or after? I think before, and the reason that's a question is because this paint scheme has the upper color on the upper part of the intake, while the lower surface here is the undersurface color obviously. So yeah. And the more I look at this primer color, the more I'm thinking, wow, that's the upper surface color. I mean, I really need to just take some of the, you know what, I'm going to do that right now. Let's do that right now. I never use these paints, so hopefully this doesn't turn into a disaster. Topside color 36118. Bingo. You gotta love the marketing. Vallejo's marketing is so great. Air War Color Series. You know what? We're going to take the same exact paints and we're going to put them in another box and just call it Grays. Yeah, or whatever their deal is. I'm just going to put a spot right there, spread it out with my finger, because I'm a rebel like that. I got this at Hobby Lobby with a 40% off coupon, specifically for this build. So it'll be interesting to see if the stuff drives me crazy or not. I've never used Vallejo paint. Because I like poisons. Look, it's flashing off already. Can you see that? It maybe has a little bit more blue in it, but that's pretty close. That's really close. I don't know. It's drying off, and I don't. I'll take a picture of this and put it up on the Facebook page later so you guys can see it. But that, like I said, it's flashing off up here, and it is right up here on this edge. I mean, it's obviously a little bit different, but it's very, very, very close. So, anyway, I'll share that later. Well, I think that's the major stuff for now. I'm going to take a break, and I might come down later and work on cleaning all this stuff up. These pieces need to go on. I need to figure out what needs to go on. What am I thinking? I need to check my blood sugar. When my brain goes away, it's not always age. Sometimes it's just, you need some sugar, dude. No. Yes, I found that my Premiere was the exact color I needed for the dark ghost gray for my F-16. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have... where's the can? I have the can. I have the can right here. Let's see. You can tell me if it's the same thing, Bob. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, here it is. Ace Hardware Premium. Premiere, is that it? Premiere Premium? Can you see it? No, you can't. That stuff, that's what I'm using for primer, and it looks exactly the same. Really, really, really close. Which is really cool, because that's one less thing I have to do. Right? Take every break you can get. Okay. Come on. Well, whatever. Close enough. Yep, that's it. Cool. Perfect. That's awesome. Somebody stole my hair. All right, so like I said, I'm going to cut out, take a break, go visit with the family for a while. My daughter just got home from work, and my other son just got home from the gym. And I might come down and clean these parts up and put what I need to of the landing gear together so that I can do what I'm going to do and get it ready for primer. And then I'll shoot primer tomorrow. And then, yeah, I got to get it in primer tomorrow. Because if I'm going to get this thing done Friday, I need to primer tomorrow, finish the painting up by Thursday, and get it in a gloss, decal it Friday, and dull coat it. I don't have to leave until Saturday morning, so I mean I could dull coat it Saturday morning if I had to. So I mean it'll be rushed, but there's time. There's enough time, maybe. Says the guy who has a kit that's been sitting up there for 4 years half built. So anyway, yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Take care of the people you love, and have a good night. Bye.